Hey there YouTube, good Tuesday morning. Start off the vlog for today. I didn't really end the vlog yesterday, so I guess I might actually film an outro for that once I edit it, but either way, guess this is the Tuesday vlog, 10:03 a.m. I got up right around 8, had some coffee, got some stuff going, got the questions answered, got some videos edited, and now it's finally time to get into the listing, which so far we have that to list, and then after that I'm going to picture those two camera bags and get those listed, and then hopefully midday today I'll be able to get into the Leica stuff that I unboxed yesterday. Should be fun. Let's get into the vlog for today. Okay, so did the usual Tuesday thing, got some shopping out of the way, lunch, all that, finished the 12th and final item that I pictured here. So all that stuff's up and listed. Time to tackle the Leica stuff after supper. Guess I'm gonna play some football with the boys for 30 minutes, then supper time. Okay, well I both just realized I haven't shot much today, and secondly I've been shooting in this weird other mode all day, so the video probably turned out a little bit differently than intended. But anyway, there are all those items listed, done with the 12 items that I had to list there. And now on to the Leica stuff, and also the camera bags. I got those two camera bags pictured downstairs, so I'll get those added here in a minute. This thing is not focusing correctly. Focus, focus. Okay, there you go. This thing's not focusing correctly, but anyway, there's a Tamarack bag and the Sony one over there, so I'll get those added up here in a minute. Right now, going to lay out all the different Leica stuff and then put these totes back in the tote, because I'm only going to deal with these adapter rings tonight. Just going to go through these, figure out which ones are worth listing, which ones aren't, and what are the big scores. A lot of potential for scores in these, even just the Leica rings, and after that, eventually, in probably late tomorrow or something, once I'm done with the rings, I'm going to tackle the filters. Filters are going to be a massive undertaking. That's my sister's little coyote there in the background. Filters are going to be a massive undertaking because we have, if I had to guess, let's say 500 Leica filters, and a lot of those are going to be really good, but they're also going to require a lot of cleaning and just overall be either a pain to deal with or not a pain to deal with. So we'll have to figure that out once we get to it. It'll be interesting to see, and hopefully begin that later tomorrow. Also see what those go for. I'm assuming those are going to be pretty decent. So anyway, let's get those rings laid out and see what we have here. Okay, so here are all the adapter rings and some flash brackets there at the end that I found in that tote. These right here are all of the Leica branded ones, including those ones in the boxes back there. So all the Leica branding on them, and should be pretty easy to identify with the numbers / letter codes that Leica uses. Over here are step-up rings, miscellaneous things that I don't know if they're worth much, but there they are. Miscellaneous adapters, probably not worth a lot. This one here is pretty interesting. I'll have to figure out exactly what that fits. It is like a 40mm screw to something like C-mount, so I'm going to have to double check that to figure that one out. And then here's a pile of bits and bobs. I believe this is going to be worth some money here. It looks like a shutter release thing. It's very, very high quality, many pieces to it, kind of that black crinkle finish that Leica used in a lot of their stuff. And this big heavy brass piece and a lens cap, so nothing crazy there. A whole bunch of T-mount adapters, including these ones that are T to Leica, or Leica to T. Yeah, there's T to Leica. But either way, T-mount adapters, screw-in, interesting adapters. Probably not worth a lot, but there are possibly a couple of rare ones in there. Just never know, including this Bellows Nikon adapter. Over here are the other brand adapters. There's going to be some real decent ones in here, some that we haven't had in quite a while. Get something like that to focus there. Canon Lens Mount Converter P. Have a Konica Practical Lens Adapter 2. That one's not significantly valuable. Novoflex adapter. That one's going to be really good. This one here is one of the coolest ones I found. Still not sure exactly how much it's worth, but Olympus Pen F Mount Adapter L. This is from the 1960s, the Pen F half-frame camera. This allows Leica lenses to mount to it. It's a pretty complex adapter and weighs quite a bit. That's going to be a real decent one. We have two of these adapters right here. I'm going to have to confirm, but I believe these allow a Exacta mount lens to mount to an M42 mount camera. Very interesting, either that or M mount. And then we have this adapter here, which is identified. Not sure what that goes for. And this one here is another really cool one. This is a real early Minolta E adapter, and I'm pretty sure this allows a Leica lens to mount to a Minolta camera of some sort. I'm not even sure if it's a rangefinder camera or what exactly. I just know that's a really cool one and probably worth some pretty good money. Along with that, we have this last one here, which this one is just a modern adapter. If you can see by the text on the side here, if I can find that. made by Kiwi, which is a little bit higher end. I'll have to see what that goes for. A lot of these are mass produced in China. The brand name ones sell for a little bit, and most of them don't sell for a lot. Seems pretty high quality though. And then last but not least here, we have this adapter, which is hard to identify, K-LV-I in parentheses there. So that's kind of interesting. Not sure what it fits, and we'll have to figure it out. I think it might be T-mount, but we'll see, has Japan stamped on there. Other than that, we have these flash brackets, some Leica unmarked bellows attachments, I believe is what those are, just from experience. I'll have to double check and look into those. And I think first, I'm going to tackle the Leica pile. Let's look these up, figure out what's really worth listing, and get a big batch pictured. Should be real easy to picture, even easier to list, and should be some real valuable items in here. I'll let you know exactly what we find, but we paid around $3,000 for all of this Leica stuff, and it'll be really interesting to see what we get. Very interested in this focusing helicoid here for sure. There you go, I can one hand operate it. See exactly what that fits, because those can be pretty valuable and also can be worth pretty much nothing. So really depends on which one. And with Leica, as always, they have a pretty easily identifiable number, which in this case is 1646K. 16464K actually. So I'll have to look that up. Okay, so a bit of pinch for time here at the end of the night. Got to get some stuff listed before we turn in here, and got to make the numbers. So anyway, here are all the different items I got pictured. A bunch of these are multiples, and should be very easy to get listed, and should go for pretty good money. Tomorrow I can obviously get the bulk of that stuff listed, but there it is for now. And if I go all the way back here, I can show you those camera bags. I have not edited those photos yet, so those ones are still kind of dark from the downstairs larger photo tent, but I think they turned out pretty decent. As you can see right here, not loading super clearly, but there they are. Tamarack bag, there's the petrol bag, that's the brand of that Sony one I was talking about before. And as you can see, turned out pretty decent, just need some editing. Okay, well let's get these up and listed, let you know what those go for. So far, results are looking pretty good. I did a pretty thorough research of each of the items I pictured there and made sure that it's worth listing. These things here, we have one listed right now for $73 on sale, and there's a bunch sold in the $30 to $60 range. Ours right now is the cheapest listed, so I'll probably list these out for a quick sale of around 60 bucks each. Let's see, these are really interesting right here. These are Leica Canada, or Lights Canada. At one point, Leica had quite a few different places where they made stuff. New York and Canada was one of them. Triple get it to focus there though. As you can see, it says Canada, 11251. So there's 5.5, which is the interest there. This only fits a couple certain Leica lenses, and they're pretty rare. Only to find one sold for $28. And there we have a bunch of them. Probably listed up at $32.99. And wait and see how they sell. I bet, if I had to bet here, I bet 3 of them will sell pretty quick. And the ones will just kind of trickle out over the next 6 months. That's usually how those kind of things go when we have a whole bunch of interesting identical items. This focusing helicoid sells fairly decently, probably listed up around 100. It's for Visoflex, not like a super rare one, but fairly desirable and goes fairly well. And some of these other ones that I got here, obviously these adapters here are top notch. I'll let you know what those list out at. Really interested to see about that Minolta one, because I'm not actually sure. Canon one's pretty decent. Konica Praktica is probably the worst out of them. The NovaFlex is pretty good, and the Olympus pen, I'm really interested to see what that'll go for. That is a real cool one. If it doesn't go for a ton, it is at least a very cool adapter. So anyway, let's hurry, let's get these up and listed. Okay, and there you go, sitting right at 12 a.m. $1,815 listed, and 50 items total. A couple of those are multiples, which bolstered the number and made it a little bit easier to make. But I did get those 2 camera bags listed. Got the Olympus Pen F adapter listed for $100. NovaFlex listed $43. Minolta E adapter, actually a pretty rare one, $69.99. Canon lens mount converter P, $45. Konica Praktica M42 screw mount adapter, $45. Like a lens head, all that stuff. So all pretty good listing numbers right there. Good start to the Leica lot, and likely not even the best stuff out of there. So brackets right here, so all day long at $40 to $45, and there's going to be some other good adapters in here, including these ones right here, and just some other miscellaneous. And then of course we get into the filters, which the filters are going to be possibly even more hit or miss, but some of those are super good. So I'll be continued tomorrow, and so far the listing is looking good. So anyway, I have a couple other video things I want to get done before bed, but after that, going to be going to bed, getting up right around 8 a.m. and start off the day for tomorrow. Once again, another day. Tuesday's usually kind of the bottleneck of the week with shopping and running in the afternoon. So glad that I was able to pull ahead on that. The goal was 40 today, hit 50. That's really good. I'm trying to average 30 items a day this week, which I think the first day was like 20. It was 14, 16, 18, somewhere right in there. So anyway, not quite up to where I need to be. So today with 40, I'm back on where I need to be. And of course tomorrow should be a pretty easy, another 40 or so. So anyway, guess that's about it for the vlog for today. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe below if you enjoyed. Stay tuned for another vlog, another day tomorrow. Wheeler out. Goodbye.